Alright, so they banned my boy Colossus, so I decided this format, I don't want to use my brain. So we're going to use a trade Draco deck instead. So I figured today I'd go over the over the list, just because, like, this is a deck I picked up for my boy Nathan. Shout out to Nathan. He got me a lot of stuff that was really pretty. Got me basically the whole deck for a really good price, so let's just get into it. Monsters, 1 Dynamite, standard. I decided to play 1 Wraith. So card demise is no longer at 3, so I figured this would actually be kind of relevant. So it's kind of nice to go like Maiden with an Apocalypse to go into this, and then Tribute the Apocalypse, summon this, make all your dudes untargetable, and then if you use to have another Apocalypse, you can blow this up, summon another boy, and then just summon another or cut stuff in half for free. So just testing it at 1 for now. It's kind of interesting to try out. And plus this deck really needs normal summons right now because it's kind of hard to get to them. I figured 8 would be better than just the standard 7, so yeah. 3 Maiden, you kind of need to play it now because you need to get to your monsters as soon as possible. And then 3 Ignis Heat. Yeah, it's kind of just kind of standard at this point. I'm maining a Mono Watto over Borders, as you saw. So I'm expecting a lot of combo to be in this format and a lot of stun. So hand traps mostly is what I'm worried about. So we normal this, turn off hand traps, ashes, bells, whatever. Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. This also can turn off like the combo deck. So if you just normal summon this, and if they don't have a response, you can just start breaking their board with like Apocalypse in return, and just start swinging over stuff. So this is pretty nice. That's it for the monsters though. Still fairly small, and I'm not running any hand traps yet. I'm going to be testing that sooner or later, but I just didn't want to use my brain, you know? This deck's super easy to build, so let's just keep that motif of brainlessness going. Speaking of brainless, we have, for field spells, Diagram went to 1, so we can't really run 3 of it anymore, so let's just run 2 Mystic Mind to supplement. It's pretty good. I mean, just combo, you summon a Mono Watto, activate this, your opponent cannot physically play. And then during the end phase, Mono turns your hand, you keep this on the board, it's pretty good. 1 Diagram, because it's standard, and 1 Terraforming, because it's at 1 as well. It's nice being able to have access to both of these, because for ages I hated this card, and I still do. I think this card should be banned 100%, because it just turns off like every deck in the format. But, you know, brainlessness, I get to activate my spell cards and my monsters. 1 card demise, it's at 1, feels bad, mans. And then 3 Duality. This deck's consistency has kind of been hit fairly hard with the hit of Diagram and Demise. So yeah, you gotta replace them with them Dualities. And then 3 Desires, same reason. You only need to resolve this once, so you need to get to it as soon as possible though. You still play 3 of each of the spell, just because like, this is what keeps you in your late game going, or this is for your late game, this is for your early game. You draw some bonus cards, turn 1, you get some floodgates going, and then you're good to go. And this is what keeps you in the game for as long as possible. Once you get to established game state where you have like Erupt or like Rivalry or something, you just go into this, start floating, or start recovering your resources, and then getting some free cards. So this is really nice. For the traps, 1 Return, 3 Apocalypse, standard. And then I actually I only run 7 Floodgates, and really it's only 3 of them, because like they only do 2 things. So 1 Skill Drain and 3 Erupt. This is the one that usually stays in the main the most. This one comes out fairly often because like you don't want to turn off your Monos very often. You don't want to pay a cost. And you don't want to turn off your own boys, so you side this out on occasion. But against most matchups, this is really good, especially against combo. If you resolve this, you'd basically turn off all the negates for free. It's almost like an evenly matched in a sense, where once it resolves, it's usually going to stay around for a while. And then I'm maining 3 Rivalry over There Can Be Only 1. I wanted to try this because There Can Be Only 1 can kind of be, how do I put this? It stops you from getting your monsters, and you need to get resources as fast as possible. This is the only Floodgate that plays around like Spiral boards and all the big ones. This also is pretty good against like Guru control, because once they flip Guru, they can't get access to Ameristrix or anything like that. So they have to keep that 1 on the board. So, and then you just blow it up with Apocalypse or something, and just not really worry about. This deck actually has a fairly balanced matchup against like control decks, especially Guru, because like you don't care about Guru, you just activate Diagram. They can't kill your thing by battle, and then you flip in like Erupt or something, and then they don't get their resources. So, and then Apocalypse can just blow up their stuff. So it's pretty nice. No extra deck because I'm running Erupt for obvious reasons. Side deck, 3 border. This is for going first against combo. I really just didn't want this in the main because this felt kind of dead when I went into like the Heritage combo and I drew into this. Just felt really horrible because you don't really want to set this ever because it's like you have to open this, which is really bad. But when in the matches it's really good against, it's really good. So 3, there can be only 1. There's definitely matchups where this is better than Rivalry. For example, the Mirror this is a lot more powerful. What else? Thunder, Orchest, like this is just really good. Speaking of Orchest, I am not completely satisfied that the deck is dead, so I'm playing 3 of this. This also takes care of evenly matched, so if you go first, this limits your amount of cards that your opponent has to draw, or can draw, that can out your back row, so you just flip this, it's really easy. If they go battle phase, you flip this, they just literally just cry. So, then Triple Twin, like, standard. This should be 3 evenlies, but I had to move them to get my other stuff. In the meantime, just 3 Dark Holes, fine. Thunder's not really a thing anymore. Feels bad, man's. And then like this is okay against like other random stuff, but this should be evenly matched is better than this card. Anyway, that's it for the profile. It's not really super different than how it was before, except to have a few minor consistency hits. You just kind of supplement with other draw spells, and I'm thinking about even playing Oasis in here, just to get access to like your stuff faster, and then you can draw cards. It's not terrible late game, but the fact that it's not searchable off of any of your monsters or diagram is really hard. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.